Rose Bowl, a familiar stage. For Michigan and the Big Ten, another chance to play out their yearly quest for excellence. For Washington, a third consecutive trip to the Rose Bowl. And hanging in the balance for the Huskies, a chance to etch their name into Rose Bowl history. You are looking live at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Back in the early 60s, the Rose Bowl was the first college football game ever broadcast nationally in living color. And for thousands of youngsters who grew up playing the game in that era, this is where they dreamt of playing on New Year's Day. The Rose Bowl, football's original field of dreams. ABC Sports welcomes you to the Rose Bowl. The winners of the Big Ten and the champions of the Pac Ten. And the Rose Bowl now starting to fill up. And welcome to our Quaker State pregame report. The Grand Marshal of the festivities, the wonderful actress Angela Lansbury arriving here. And the Queen, Leanna Yamasaki from Temple City. 17-year-old high school senior. And our festivities continue. Back at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, and number 38, Eric Lovell, will kick it off for the Wolverines. Peter Olazevec, their normal kickoff man, pulled a quad muscle during practice here on the West Coast a couple days ago. There is Napolean Kaufman, number 8, the most dangerous man, along with 42, Jay Berry, the deep men for the Huskies. It's Berry from the 4. Berry out to the 25-yard line. Huskies' first possession. Their offensive line features a great one in Lincoln Kennedy, 6'7", 340 pounds. He anchors that line. Behind them, Napoleon Kaufman will be the key man today. Number 8, Darius Turner, number 31, starts at fullback. Matt Jones said let the senior start. And Mark Brunell, the left-hander who 2 years ago was the MVP in the Huskies Rose Bowl triumph, takes over. And what to watch, what he can do with this offense is bring the option at you. They're from the left hash mark, 1st and 10. Brunell to throw on 1st down, complete to Damon Mack. Defensively now for the Wolverines, and they're going to line up a little differently, trying to get Hutchison on the outside, Aga Khan inside with Henderson, and then also get a rush out of talented Matt Dyson. Greg McThomas moves into the Wolverines starting lineup. Here's the defensive backfield. That backfield has been decimated all year by injuries. 2nd down, the scripted play is a counter. Watch the fullback. Darius Turner is to get this play. Here it comes, number 31. The hole was there, and Darius explodes for a Husky 1st down. And Dick Vermeil, the young man, was so happy he could not wait to tell you about that play yesterday.
No, he said, and as you said, Brent, it's a counter all the way. You'll see Big Peterson, number 60, and Lincoln Kennedy leading it through, and you see Darius Turner making a good gain right off the bat on a counter play.
Well, happy New Year, Mr. Vermeil, and we welcome Bo Schembechler. And Bo, no bleeding Wolverine
No.
colors. We got a lot of friends in Seattle.
I'm totally impartial in this game.
Oh,
Brunell drops it off, and Kaufman slips on the reception.
they played the Michigan fight song down there on the field, and I was standing next to Bo. He couldn't help himself. He started singing. I mean, he was belting it out.
John Wardell punting for the Huskies. Derek Alexander deep for the Wolverines. High, taking a Washington Washington hop, and Verdell gets one inside the 20 again. For the 22nd time this year, Verdell gets one inside the 20-yard line. That'll bring a smile to a coach's face anytime. Now offensively for Michigan, Jenkins only a freshman. But the key here is Steve Everett, the center. He missed last year's Rose Bowl because of a knee injury, but he's back. A lot of talent here for the Wolverines, especially Tyrone Wheatley. And Elvis Gerback is their quarterback. They will operate without the huddle. 1st and 10. Wheatley smacked at the line of scrimmage.
See, they're trying to come off man-to-man blocking, and in block zone, you'll see up there at the top of your screen that Rob Dougherty, number 70, was laid off the ball. And if you're laid off the ball against a quick defensive team like Washington, you aren't going to make an inch.
Gerback pointing to his slot man as Wheatley trots in motion. He'll look toward the left side, and incomplete. 3rd and long now. Defensively for the Huskies, and remember a year ago they brought talented Steve Empman in here. Now, Andy Mason, speed, especially when it gets down. And on the outside, Jaime Fields with Dave Hoffman and James Clifford standing tough on the inside. Walter Bailey's the best cover man. Josh Moore is the only man who'll return next year in that secondary as Gary Moeller brings his Wolverines to the Rose Bowl for the 2nd straight year. The draw play with Wheatley. 1st down, and Wheatley to the 45-yard line with Pacoa hanging on.
That was a draw trap play. Good trap like by the offensive right guard, Joe Kokosi. You'll see it right here. Now follow him as he traps across. They show pass protection. See, now watch Kokosi. Here he goes across there. He kicks out. There it is. There's that nice lane up inside. Everybody else playing defense, and he gets the good game.
23 yards for the talented sophomore. Kokoso gets down in that pit, ready to take on the defensive lineman again. And it is Wheatley to midfield, and Pacoa, the free safety, being forced to make too many stops if you had this Husky defense.
Bernie Leggett, the fullback, did a real good job that time of cutting the lineman right at the point of attack, right on the line of scrimmage. Leggett cut him down and allowed him to find a way through there. Most of the time, you don't want your fullback to cut a man in the hole. You'd like to take him on high and let the running back run off that.
3 carries for 32 yards already for that young man who just stepped in motion. Gerback on the short drop, fires, complete to the 45-yard line, and Josh Moore is defending Thelman Malvo. And Bo, as we watch this Michigan team, we see that the attack has opened up more through the years. The passing game more in vogue in college football.
Well, I think more one back and sometimes no back, and the ability to throw the ball. And I think Coach Moeller has decided in this game that he's going to open this thing up, and he started out that way.
The ball just across the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Their opening possession, Ricky Powers' first carry. Fumble! Waiting for the official signal. Bernie Leggett getting up from the bottom of that pile, and he appears to have saved the moment for the Wolverines. The ball is inside, just inside the 25-yard line, and Michigan needs to get to the 18 for a 1st down against Don James' defense.
Washington has been really tough to convert 3rd down situations in all year, only giving up 25% success against them on 3rd down.
Because of their kicking game, you would think that Michigan would be thinking 2 downs to get a 1st down in this situation. We'll have to see how that unfolds as Gerback has time. It throws to McGee, incomplete. McGee being covered by the linebacker Hoffman that time, and the ball was just a little high.
Now, the ball was thrown a little too high. Maybe the reason it was thrown too high, DeMarco Farr, 75, quick, ricochets back up inside. He's right in front of me now, and he forces that ball to go just a little bit high. Good job again by DeMarco Farr.
Well, the Wolverines are going to attempt an Olazovic field goal here. Despite the injury that he suffered, if they go through with it, the ball will be put down at the 32-yard line. Good. 41 yards and a morale boost for Michigan early. They came in here very concerned about their kicking game, and Peter Olazovic hits his career long one. So now Lovell will kick it off. And they drive Kaufman deep into the end zone. It'll come out on the 20-yard line. Turner is the fullback for the Huskies. Brunell trying to get away from the pressure and doing what he does extremely well. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line, running for a Washington first down, 17 yards.
This is exactly what Lloyd Carr, the defensive coordinator for Michigan, was concerned about. This young man's ability to run. See, he gets up underneath. He's flushed. And there's some quarterbacks you're better off not flushing. This guy is one of them. See, he still showed that he might throw the ball. Now he tucks it under and run. Lloyd does not like that aspect of defensing Washington's offense.
And Shante Peoples goes to the Michigan sideline. Play fake by Brunell. Receivers are covered. Throws complete to Shelley. Inside the 40-yard line. 19 yards to Jason Shelley.
You just cannot give a quarterback that much time on any down situation. And this pattern took at least 5 or 6 seconds to develop. He crossed the field all the way across. Shelley, the young redshirt freshman, catches the ball, gets it down. Good job by Shelley. But you can't give a quarterback that much time.
Shelley caught the 4th completion thrown by Brunell, who is perfect for 23 yards.
Actually, Shelley is a true freshman, not a redshirt freshman, out of Vallejo,
Kaufman
California.
To the 36.
Lloyd Carr told me that they were going to try to funnel everything back inside to where there's guys in there with a bad mood, bad temper that can dump. They didn't want to get spread out. Force everything back inside. Brunell is a real good athlete. He can both run, throw, very excellent ball handler. He fakes well. See him like that, puts the ball back on the hip. That hides the ball from those linebackers and sometimes the free safeties.
Jay Berry comes out in the slot as Turner goes in motion, and with no backs. Brunell's got the tight end, Bruner. Bruner to the end 1-yard line. It's marked down. And Bruner arguing that he had scored his first touchdown of the season. But they'll spot it at the 1, a gain of 35.
You'll see there's no back in the backfield. Darius Turner went motion to the right side of your screen. He spread the corner wide. They hit the seam down inside that zone defense where the tight end, the free safety, did not get over there quick enough. Touchdown or on the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal. Over the top is the fullback. So Darius Turner with the first touchdown of this Rose Bowl.
A lead back. The lead back carried the ball rather than being the blocker and the tailback carry the ball. They give it to the first man through. All they needed was 6 inches. He got it.
Eric Bjornsson, the wide receiver and a converted quarterback, will hold for Travis Hansen, who is from Spokane, Washington. Hansen makes it a 7-3 Washington lead. This is Wheatley. Picks his way. Wheatley to the 32. Third down. Michigan has to get to the 41 for a first down. Gerbeck sprinting to the left. Blindside gets it off complete to Hayes. Hayes to the 44-yard line and a first down.
See, Gary Moeller did a real good job right here just calling that play. They've had problems in pass protection. Now they take him and bring him outside. Now if they want to rush up inside there, hey, the quarterback's not there. He's outside the pocket. He can buy some time. Now at the bottom of your screen, you'll see Mercury Hayes. Now watch him work back to the ball. See him right here? Andy, good job, execution.
Ed Davis checks in as the tailback, and Wheatley is out. This is Davis behind Leggett, and Davis finds a crack and battles his way across midfield to the Washington 49-yard line. Good looking run, Dick. Well, here comes 3rd and 3 for the Wolverines, trailing Washington 7-3. 2:14 to go, opening quarter. Powers is the tailback in motion. Gerbeck off a fake to Leggett's got the middle open. He's got McGee. Touchdown, Michigan. There is a penalty flag down. Hold on, there's a penalty flag.
Defense offside. Defense offside.
You'll see what they did here. They ran the back out of the backfield. Now watch the back here. Here he is coming out in motion. You'll see the defensive wide. He hits the seam with a tight end and play action. Excellent call. They're playing run all the way. There goes the tight end. No safety in the hole. Shane Powell go everybody up inside. No safety at all. Touchdown. Excellent call. Excellent design, Bo. Excellent design.
That was a great play. You overcommit that defense and they decide to do something like that, you can really be burned with a big play.
Well, that's the one negative of the 8-man front. You know, you don't have 4 guys back there. Right. You only have 3.
Well, they were all right till he went in motion.
And then they got a little
confused.
So Tony McGee with 33 catches on the season and 5 touchdowns for the Wolverines. And Peter Olazevec, who has kicked his longest field goal of the season to start the Michigan scoring on the day. Now attempting to add point number 10, and the Wolverines lead it 10-7.
That was an awfully clever design. You know, I think they called that with knowledge of what the defense was going to be in that 3rd and 3 situation, and they designed a play specific for that. And a lot of times you have those in game plan, and you never get that situation. They got it, executed, and Gerbeck got it done.
This is Berry from the 3.
Berry, the ball carrier.
Berry to the 25-yard line. But this is a more versatile Michigan attack this year. More weapons. Washington will have to play at its best now to come from behind again. Brunell's option. This is Jay Berry being tried at tailback. And you have got to be impressed with the way the Wolverine defense is hitting. Morrison has been in on a couple of plays. Maloney is out there. And Dyson.
Dyson did an awfully nice job that time because he went down the line of scrimmage, forced the quarterback to pitch, and then broke and sprinted down the line of scrimmage as when it was in on the tackle. Nice job of playing defensive end.
A year ago, Michigan punted 10 times. This year, it is Verdell and the Huskies who are being forced to repeatedly punt in this game. This is his 3rd already.
That's a return type punt, real low. If they can get over and get to it, can't get to it.
I think the coaches told Alexander to stay away from it when you had good field position. He was headed for the locker room, folks. That's a 38-yarder. Another 1 million spectators up early today to watch the grandest parade of them all, and the Michigan marching band was there. First and 10 now for the Wolverines. They lead it by a field goal. Wheatley and Huffman took him on at the 44-yard line. Bo Schembechler, your observations about the two quarterbacks here, Elvis Grbac and Mark Brunell.
Well, I think in the case of Washington, Brunell is a tremendous threat outside the pocket. The more he scrambles, the more it's going to hurt Michigan. In the case of Grbac, he is not a threat outside the pocket. He's got to stay in there if he's going to throw the ball.
Well, here is second down. This could be a throwing situation for the Wolverines as Grbac checks quickly with Wheatley. Leggett goes out. No backs. Short drop. Once Wheatley almost intercepted, Josh Moore had it in his hands. I think he was surprised.
He was, you know, and Brent, you said short drop, which was true. He set short, but if you set short, you should unload the ball quickly, because if you don't, now watch right here, he'll go back and set short. If you don't get rid of the ball quickly, the rush gets to you. You can't throw it accurately. Sometimes you can't see either. See, they're coming after him. You got to get rid of it just a little quicker. Almost intercepted.
3rd and 7. Tony McGee standing up as a tight end. Wheatley explodes. They won't catch him. Put it on the scoreboard. Elizabeth.
Talked early in the game about the draw trap. Here it is again. Now Skeen, the big offensive lineman right here, will pull and trap across. Now watch this as he pulls across. Excuse me, it was the other way around. Here it goes. Flopped it on me. There it is. He hit that trap hole going. Great block by Doug Skeen. Good blocks to seal it off as well. Take another look. Here now, 72. See him right there. He turns it up. They rush so hard, he didn't even have to block. Good blocks downfield. Great speed. State 100-meter champion. Touchdown.
Now 1st and 10. Turner, and it is a swarming Michigan defense, up by 10, led by Greg McThomas doing the job.
Real good down line play there too, Brent, by Buster Stanley, number 60. He held his point right there on that counter play. They tried to double him. He held his point. Then good flow, good pursuit from the linebackers. Good job by Buster Stanley.
Yes.
Now on 3rd down, short drop. Brunell fires, and a diving reception by Joe Kralik. And he's injured on the catch.
He did an excellent job of diving out there to get that one. I mean, he sacrificed his body. And these are tough throws. Good throw. Look, and watch him reach right here at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Look him go out there and make that catch. Heck of a job. Good concentration all the way.
Giving the Huskies a 1st down at the 36-yard line. Trying to get something happening here before the intermission. A fake to Kaufman. Stanley's coming. Brunell steps away from him. On the run, he'll go deep. It's Shelley inside the 5. Shelley, touchdown Washington. He crossed and broke the plane of the end zone.
Brown, the free safety, number 20, you'll see on your screen here, was right where he ought to be. You'll see him come in here. He just misjudges it. Look at him. He's looking at the ball all the way. Now, he goes for it. He should go for it at its highest point right there, but he didn't get there quite quick enough. Excellent job by Shelley.
Travis Henson adds the extra point. I want you to watch down by the goal line. As we see the replay, did he have possession? We'll come back and take a look. 17-14 on the board. Michigan leading, and Mercury Hayes, one of the deep men. Hayes back in the end zone, and he will wisely kneel down. Wheatley had to run in and quickly say, take a knee. Don't try to come out. So credit young Wheatley with telling Hayes to get down. Now, let's take a look. And did he get across the plane of the goal, Dick?
Well, he definitely had possession of the football right here. Now you'll see, watch the lines right, freeze it right there. You can see the line is here. Now the ball is out right here. The judgment has to be made by the line judges, the side judges there, whether he had the ball and broke the plane. It's really questionable. It could be Michigan's ball going the other way.
Well, Law pounced on the ball, and if he didn't break the plane, it should have been a touchback. Michigan ball right here. But the Huskies get a badly needed touchdown. And now Gerbeck off that short drop fires to his tight end, who was pounded at the 25-yard line. McGee hit by Fields. The Wolverines will attempt to exploit him before the afternoon is over. Alexander in motion toward that side. Gerbeck is looking in that direction. Gerbeck fires underneath to Smith. And he really threaded the needle on that toss. Fields and Hoffman were there with coverage. It is short of a first down, and Michigan will punt.
See, he wanted to go to the tight end and the motion wide receiver and get the first down with that one. He couldn't get it. Good coverage. He couldn't get there, so he comes to his third receiver, Stanley, who ran a crossing pattern. But good defense by Hoffman prevented the first down. Lousy punt.
And Kaufman will let it roll. Huskies get the ball at the 29-yard line after that 33-yard effort. So when the young man... Now 3rd and long. One of the things about Morrison with those quick feet, he can also drop back into pass coverage better than an awful lot of inside linebackers in college football. Brunell under pressure, steps away from Ware. Great block to give him more time. Brunell goes long, complete at the 14-yard line. Mark Brunell to Damon Berry.
Damon Berry did an excellent job running down the field, looking back inside. He sees the ball going to be outside, and he goes ahead and turns all the way around. Damon Berry did a real nice job. Now watch to the left side of your screen. Scramble, he came to blitz. A good mobility. Gets outside the pocket. Now watch down top of your screen, left-hand side. See, now freeze it right there. You see he's looking back inside. Now watch what he does as the ball comes down. He makes an that's Willie Mays playing center field there, Brent. Excellent job. Boy, that ball almost popped out there, too.
As bad as they have been running, that's how good they've been passing. 10 of 12 for 188 yards, and Brunell has used 8 receivers here in the first half. Kaufman now looking for daylight to the 13-yard line. You'd almost get the feeling, if you're a Husky fan, that you'd be better off throwing on first down, wouldn't you?
You know, and Michigan's doing a good job of mixing up what their normal basic defense that they play most of the year, and then their game plan defense that they're playing in this ball game that they haven't been playing. And it really throws you off when you come in prepared for something and detail your preparation, and all of a sudden they're playing something different.
Option. Brunell trying to outrun Morrison. Fumble out of bounds. Washington ball. But Morrison made a big play against Brunell.
Excellent job by Morrison. Now here he is. Just follow him as the linebacker now. Good job. It's the down the line option. Now see what he stays in position. See, he doesn't want to overrun it. Keeping his shoulder square. He sees his lane. He attacks, makes a play. Well done. Now 3rd and long for the Huskies.
They need to get inside the 5-yard line. So he must have 14 yards or it'll be field goal time for Travis Hansen. Brunell straight back. Throws. Touchdown, Brunell. Gives the Huskies and the Pac 10 a 4-point lead over Michigan and the Big Ten.
Lloyd Carr came with a blitz, had man-to-man coverage. Mark Bruner goes to the corner, number 85. First career touchdown reception. Here it is in the Rose Bowl. Hutchinson gets some pressure on him, but you'll see him down the bottom corner of your screen, right there, throwing right where he had to throw it, right outside, away from Pat Maloney, the inside defender. Excellent job.
Three minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half.
Travis Hansen will kick off for Washington. Wheatley and Hayes, the defense.
You know, Bo, that's a case of a safety trying to disguise his coverage just a little too long and not getting in good position.
Well, he let the end get outside of him.
Yeah.
Hayes will down it again in the end zone. Let's get ready to rumble. Isn't that the promo? Well, here's Leggett, and nowhere to rumble against the Washington defense. Mike Lustig hitting him with 23 seconds to go.
James Clifford at the bottom of the pile for the Huskies.
And the Huskies do get the ball back. A wise use of a timeout. And they will send Jason Shelley back as a return man. He caught the big and somewhat controversial touchdown pass here in the first half. He was giving it up as he was crossing the goal line, and there remains some doubt as to whether or not he did break the plane. The key vote belonged to the official who made the call, however, and the touchdown stands. He still would have been inside the 5-yard line, wouldn't he? There's the high punt. Shelley to the 44-yard line.
Jason Shelley took
7-yard return on that 38-yard punt, and the final 13 seconds here of the first half. Brunell to Shelley. First down at the 40-yard line.
See, they don't have any timeouts. You just got to get up there. I don't think they're going to get the play on. They're just moving the chains. The clock stopped.
They've got 4 seconds left on that clock.
I think you just snap it and down it.
Oh, they got to go with 4 seconds. You got to go with the clock having stopped here on the first down.
Yeah, might as well.
He's got to go throw it into the end zone.
Yeah, see, he wants to get a good huddle call, Brent, and he get a good play and take one last shot and good definition by everybody.
1 second in the first half.
He's only got the one play either way, and he wanted to get good definition.
Well, what about Travis Hansen and his leg? Will they attempt a long one here?
Boy, that'd be a
long
long
one.
Here he comes.
Watch the fake.
Here's the leg.
This would be a wonderful time to fake a field goal.
His long is 42 long.
Bjornsson is a converted quarterback. He's the holder.
Nowhere close.
And the first half comes to an end. And we'll return with more after this message and a word from our ABC station. Welcome back to the 79th Rose Bowl from Pasadena, California. The Pac 10 represented by Washington and Michigan of the Big Ten. Dick Vermeil, the numbers from the first half.
Well, you can see that Michigan has won the battle running the ball, and Washington has won the battle throwing the football. Brunell in this first half was spectacular. Did an awfully good job, Brennan, throwing that ball. 12 of 15, 223 yards and 2 touchdowns, no sacks. Wheatley, 11 carries for Michigan, 120 yards rushing. Now they both got to get a balance in that offense.
Michigan trails it by 4 points. Travis Hansen from Spokane to kick it off. Hayes back deep. They've been kicking away from Wheatley. They have been putting it in Hayes' hands.
Nice.
And he is stopped at the 12-yard line by Butler. Hillary Butler with a great play for the kickoff team. Kokozo, Doherty, Everett, Skeen, Jenkins, the starting offensive line on the field for the Wolverines. Leggett and Wheatley are the running backs. Toomer and Alexander the wideouts. Wheatley with a crease. Wheatley to the 35, 40. Wheatley could explode. He's a former state sprint champion. He'll score. Woo! 88 yards.
And he did it pretty fast, too. 12 carries, 208 yards already. Wow.
Tyrone Wheatley is well on his way to a Rose Bowl record. Charles White of USC against Ohio State in 1980 rushed for 247. This run gives Wheatley 208 yards on the day. Elizabeth adds the extra point, and now Michigan regains the lead. You have just watched the longest run in Rose Bowl history. The former record was held by another Wolverine, Mel Anthony, in 1965. Ran 84 yards for a score against Oregon State. Now Tyrone Wheatley has gone 88 and broken that record. And here is Kaufman trying to respond and get something going. He's got to break into past midfield with Dwayne Ware catching him from behind.
Talk about people with speed. Here he is. He's done this before. He's been an excellent kickoff returner through his career. This kickoff should be covered easily. The ball was up in the air and hung up there. Now he sees the bench. He gets a kickout block to the right of your screen. See, he has that little shake and break inside. Safety overran it. Fortunately, they have speed in the safety position, come from the right and puts him down. Otherwise, it's a 6-pointer.
And Washington will start at the Wolverine 45-yard line. Brunell on first down. The swing pass to Matt Jones, the fullback. Dyson takes him out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Going to take a look at that touchdown play. Plays don't always go where they're supposed to go. It was supposed to go over here. It didn't go there. Big Dougherty is pulling to trap here. It didn't go there. DeMarco Farr slants bound inside. Go ahead, run it. Slants down inside. He sees the whole backside right here, and he just keeps going straight ahead. He says, heck, it's nicer right here. Now, you can see how valuable speed is. He's in between two safeties. They can't collapse outside in on him. Too much speed.
Berry is the tailback. Turner the fullback. Berry behind Turner, and Stanley rides him down within a yard as Tyrone Wheatley, who won 3 track events while in high school in the state of Michigan. The 100, the long jump, and also the high hurdles. He is an extremely talented athlete who checked in a little bit heavier this year. And mark it down that Tyrone Wheatley, going into next season, will be one of the most celebrated backs in college football.
And we did the third game of the season, and he wasn't a starter.
3rd and short. Turner for the Husky, 1st down. Peoples couldn't hold on, and he blasts his way to the 31-yard line.
Really got his pads down into the tackler that time and really fought his own way for that 1st down, Brent. Good individual effort by Darius Turner.
Well, the contest between Wheatley and Kaufman has been no contest so far, has it? Kaufman looked good on that 47-yard kickoff return, but Wheatley headed for a possible Rose Bowl rushing record. He already has the longest run now for a score. On 1st down, Brunell driving the Huskies. Steps away from pressure. Gets past Dyson for a 1st down. What a wonderful save by Brunell.
Boy, I'll tell you this guy is a competitor, a bright competitor. Good concentration downfield. He wants to throw. Look at those eyes. He's checking out that defense. He's calling his audible, probably a dummy audible in this situation. He gets back. He's reading right now. See, he's looking for the 2nd receiver, 3rd receiver. Now he's back as a ball carrier. He keeps the ball in the left hand in the position that he can go ahead and throw. Now he tucks it under and becomes a running back.
Damon Berry is the wide receiver to Brunell's left. Brunell handling to Kaufman, and Kaufman steps his way to the 17-yard line.
Washington has been very good inside the red zone this year. They've been down there 40 times and scored 34 times, and 28 of them were touchdowns. Right, that's 70%. That's a very good percentage. Good coaching of situation football inside that 20-yard line.
Big toss, complete to the 1-yard line. Brunell off a beautiful fake hits Bruner.
See, he faked the toss, like you said, Brent, and that pulled the strong safety who has support. See, he's got to come up there and be in a contained position. He fakes the toss, pulls the safety up in there. See, fakes the toss, good extension right there. That pulls the safety up, play and run. He throws this tight end pattern in where the strong safety would normally defend. Good execution. See, the strong safety's got to concentrate on that tight end. He should be reading them on those kind of defenses.
Here's Kaufman. Touchdown, Washington.
The big offensive line that time showed that they can come off the ball. Not as big as Michigan, but they're strong. They came off. No penetration allowed. Touchdown. Offensive line, see, they come off the ball here and all man-to-man blocking there. Good run. He picks up the linebackers. Awfully good job by Jim Neville in the middle of your screen, the center, and they get up behind him.
Hansen.
Big is good.
We've had 5 lead changes in this Rose Bowl. This is a wonderful game. We have got all the drama you would want in a Rose Bowl unfolding here. The crowd today is under 100,000, 94,236. As Hansen kicks it off, and Hayes comes out to the 24-yard line. Butler there again, making the stop. And the Wolverines are now backed up close to their own goal line. The Huskies will be stomping and coming. Gerbeck into the end zone. Incomplete at the 25-yard line. He wanted Smith.
See, Washington went to a pure zone defense that time. Michigan rolling out, trying to buy some time. They worked down there, had a shot at it.
Was Shelley, the freshman wide receiver, standing across midfield in Washington territory, looking for a return. And he may have it at the 45. 40. Down at the 35-yard line. 10-yard return for Shelley.
playing on a very short field here, Brent. You know, he had a return there if he'd stayed up inside. He had a kick-out block. Then he jumped outside the kick-out block. Inexperience at running punt returns. Best thing you can do is keep going upfield with it.
Thomas across the 30.
Richard Thomas, the ball carrier.
Put the ball at what, about the 27? 44-yard field goal attempt.
Here comes Hansen.
He's 3 for 4 from that distance coming in. You know, his brother is the kicker at Detroit. Had a great year, kicking 21 of 26 field goals, Brent. You really liked him when he was in college.
I thought he was a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, you really liked him.
Bjornsson is the holder. Here comes the 44-yard attempt. He's got it.
You know, Brent, I didn't think he was going to make that because the kicker, Hansen, broke his rhythm. He started to go, stop, and then kicked. Most of the time when that happens, you don't get it done. Low snap. See, everything was off in regard to rhythm, but he still kicked it accurately. Take another look at that. See the ball down low. Holder does a good job of getting it back up there. Bjornsson does, and he puts it where it's supposed to go, between the goalposts.
(31-24). 55 points on the board in this Rose Bowl. And still a lot of time to go. Gerbeck. Wheatley with that inside shuffle pass to the 15-yard line. And this will still be a long way to go. They've got to get inside the 3-yard line for a first down as Tommy Smith, Red Wheatley on the play.
Here's Trezell Jenkins, number 77. He does a pretty good job there. He's walling him off. Now he has Jaime Fields outweighed by 100 pounds. That's a pretty good mismatch. I want you on my side, Trezell.
Gerbeck floats one to the end zone, and Alexander and out of bounds. It will now be third down for the Wolverines with the ball at the Washington 15-yard line.
Tough to run that kind of pattern when they go zone on you. See, they backed off and played zone coverage, and it's tough. It really is tough to drop it in. As Sid Gilman used to say, drop it down the stovepipe right down. Just climb the ladder and drop it down the stovepipe. Couldn't do it.
And Alexander shaken up. Smith and Hayes, the wide receivers, along with Toomer. Gerbeck has 3 wide receivers. Gerbeck incomplete. Toomer and McGee were in the neighborhood, and so was Reggie Reeser there.
Somebody made a mistake there. You don't want 2 receivers at the same spot in throwing a pass pattern, because what you do is you draw other defender. Here's Toomey, the freshman from Vallejo, California. He has bump and run coverage, does a good job of getting underneath it. See, he gets up there, but McGee had worked over on like a tight end seam post down there right into him. Too many people shaking hands in the same area.
Now the 32-yard field goal attempt by Elizabeth. No good. Michigan with a first down at the Washington 13-yard line, and they failed to score.
That ball hit the upright. They had to take the 4 feet 10 inches out of the goalpost. This would have been good. Here comes the ball. Freeze it right there. Oops, see, there it is. On the other side, it would have bounced in.
So now it's Brunell and the Huskies, leading it by 7. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. The toss to Kaufman. Michigan indicating they've got it. They've got it. There is Powers. He recovered the fumble. The first turnover of this Rose Bowl, and it's costly.
Don James pats him on the shoulder. Many different approaches to take with the back when he fumbles it. Sometimes you get mad at him, sometimes you don't. Coach James just pats him on the back and said, hey, let's get ready to play again. There it goes. Actually goes out of there before he gets hit. That happens when you lose concentration on the football.
Now remember, when they had a first down at the 13, the big tackle moved and cost them 5 big yards. Now it's Wheatley. Wheatley breaks the first tackle. For the 5, touchdown Michigan. Oh, what a day he's having. 24 yards for Tyrone Wheatley.
Brent, I don't want to say I told you so, but when you've got a guy running the football, run him, and run him. A good eye draw play, just a straight draw, not a draw trap. Got a fullback lead block right there. Poor tackling by Clifford right there. Shane Pauakoa, poor course to the ball as a safety. Speed up in between. Amani Toomer gets a good block. Downfield touchdown.
15 carries, 235 yards.
He ain't finished yet.
Well, the Wolverines and their fans hope so. Washington would like to see him slow down a little bit.
I tell you what, we ought to hire Bo out to go around the country and talk to running backs. He'd make a hell of a lot of money, wouldn't he?
See, that's unusual. Michigan is tied with somebody. We're back for the final 15 minutes. Michigan and Washington are tied at 31. And for Gary Moeller, Tyrone Wheatley on his 2 runs in the third quarter totaled 112 of their 143 yards. Washington's ball, 1st and 10. Brunell off a fake. He's got Craylick. And what a beautiful fake that was by the young man.
Pass complete to Mark Bruner.
He goes to Bruner, and he had Craylick breaking free on that dick.
When you run play action, you freeze those linebackers inside like this. See, now watch him make nice fake. See the nice fake, keeps it in the belly, sits back inside. Now the tight end works over inside there. No one on him like that. See, no linebackers around him. He throws him completely. Good job. Gets his feet back around, finds his target, and lets her go.
This is Kaufman picking his way, and he is stopped short by Peoples again.
Napoleon Kaufman carry.
You know, as I sat up here and looked down on the field, thinking about that 1st and 5 on the goal and knowing how tough Michigan is down inside that 5-yard line, I'm thinking, boy, what a good time to come with a real strong play-action pass. Now it's tough to throw on 3rd and 5 down here, really, because the defense has all the edges. One thing they haven't run, though, is the quarterback draw. Real good area to use it. With this kind of quarterback, I'm sure they have it in their offense. I know because I've seen it on tape. They do have it.
Tony Henderson shaken up, so he will come to the sideline.
Tony Henderson, the injured Michigan player.
And that allowed Brunell the opportunity to go over to the Washington staff, and now he must come back into the huddle as the clock has started.
The one thing they have to defense here, too, is the 3rd guy in backfield, the quarterback that can run.
Brunell brings the option. He'll go to Kaufman. Nothing doing. And you know who is there again? Peoples.
Well, Bo, you said Peoples was a real good football player.
Well, he had a great goal line stand. He was in on all 3 of the plays.
All 3 of those. They're loaded up with a formation strength to the left side of your screen, so they're trying to leverage the defense, get leverage. Hutchinson does a good job, turns him back into Peoples. Now he gets the rest of the people coming. Look at those white jerseys. They don't want him in the end zone. Good job.
Now a 22-yard field goal in tight from the right hash mark.
He has missed 1 of 2.
No good.
No good.
The Wolverines dodge a bullet. Fake to Leggett.
There it is. There it is.
Got McGee. Got McGee, and
Same
Reeser
thing.
forced to come over and make the stop.
Brent, we just talked about that a few minutes ago. They came with it again, but they didn't use motion to do it. They just lined up in it. You see what I'm talking about? Two tight ends to the left side of your screen. Play action fake now. Safety working away. See, no one hot him right there. There's Jaime Fields.
That
I'm
worked
saying,
earlier for a 49-yard touchdown.
Be smart, he says.
Now a 32-yard gain, 5 catches for 102 yards. Davis battling to the 16-yard line, and Bo Schembechler, tell us a little bit about Davis. He is running quite hard right now.
Well,
Davis
he's
about to
basically,
stop by Andy
if you
Mason.
line him up, would be the 4th string tailback. He's really not that. He's a redshirt freshman. He's got a lot of talent, and he's got a lot of
Gain
speed.
of 6 on the
So
play. His second
they have a lot of
throw.
tailbacks. I don't know of any team in the country that has as many good tailbacks as Michigan.
Now what we did was just hurt their recruiting program. No one's going to say.
No, they just have to get one more. They always have to get one more.
Fell at East Lansing. I think George Perlis is
That's
watching
right.
the Rose Bowl with him. Second down. Here's Davis
Good defense.
to the 15-yard line. Must get inside the 13 for a first down.
Reggie Reeser
Ed
with
Davis, the ball carrier. Reggie Reeser makes the stop, along with Jaime Fields.
Reggie did a real nice job of coming. He's filling in real well for not having been the starter, a redshirt freshman out of John Muir High School right here in Pasadena. He's playing in front of his home crowd. No wonder he's playing so well. The Huskies have been really tough inside the 20 this year.
Verbeck. Caught. Touchdown, Michigan. Monkey.
Well, they said they were going to get the balls to the tight end more. Second time the tight end has caught a touchdown going to the corner. Here he is, one-on-one coverage on a linebacker. They were spread out, wide receivers, tight end inside. Jaime Fields, an outside linebacker, has to cover him. Couldn't get it done.
Alazovic. It's 38-31, Michigan. I can remember a time when I was watching on television back in 1963 when Pete Beathard and Ron Vanderkellen got into a shootout. Now it is the short man, and that is Jones, Matt Jones, bringing it up.
Matt Jones is ball's at the 36-yard line.
Toss, and here comes Bjornsson looking for that pass. Bjornsson standing in, fires to a diving receiver, but it was too low at midfield. Incomplete. This one will be waved off.
Bjornsson did a good job. He had the post pattern covered. He had the post pattern covered. Now you'll note it was a reverse. It was a reverse pass. They wanted to throw the post pattern down here. The safety stood back there and took it away. Presence in mind, because he is a converted quarterback. He goes to a secondary receiver. Real good job of getting it there. Otherwise, it's a wasted play. It ends up being incomplete anyway because he throws it a little bit low. But good judgment on his part.
Tough spot to use a trick play.
Very
Alicia
tough.
in 3rd and long now. That was a real gutsy call at that moment in this game. Brunell, and he picks it up anyway. And it's Mack. Mack across the 40 to the 36. So Brunell calmly comes back on third down with a 28-yard gain.
The young freshman cornerback Ty Law made a mistake on this one. See, quarterback looking away, comes back. Good poise, good protection. Now Ty Law comes up here. Just make the tackle. See, just come up to bounce and make the tackle. That should not have happened.
Now, what Don James must be thinking about as we come down to 4:25 is get his staff ready to call a two-point play. If they do bounce it in, they'll go for the win in this situation. Now it's Brunell. Snaps one off to Kralik. And it's Kralik to the 25 and close to another first down, depending on the spot.
Moves the ball to the 25-yard line.
We were talking about two-point plays, Brent. You know, Washington is 2 for 3 in that situation this year, and that's really good. I mean, that's a high percentage of two-point success.
They come down to the final 4 minutes with all 3 of their timeouts. Moeller and Michigan used one. McGee, remember, had to call it during what appeared to be a fake field goal situation. Wolverines have 2. It's 1st and 10, and now Washington is going to use one.
Timeout, Washington.
Timeout in the Rose Bowl. Michigan leading Washington by 7. Meanwhile, Keith, a little unfinished business here in the Rose Bowl with Bo Schembechler and Dick Vermeil and Julie Moran. I'm Brent Musburger. Happy New Year, everybody. This has been a great Rose Bowl game. 4:04. Now Brunell driving the Huskies. Movement in the middle of the defense. Great anticipation that time by Tony Henderson.
He was either offside or awfully quick, one or the other. Holy mackerel, did he get off. You'll see it right in the center of your screen right here. You'll see these two people right in here. Watch the quickness. Boom, right through there. Wow, good arm over move. Hey, I don't know, maybe they snapped it out of rhythm.
They snapped it early. The right guard was not ready for the ball to be snapped on that, and he came through the opening because the defensive lineman moves when the ball moves. Now second down. Off the fake, Brunell. Brunell for Kralik, and he underthrew him. Incomplete in the end zone with Ware covering.
Boy, and that's a tough pattern to cover. They take the outside receiver and run him to the post, run the slot man out and up. That's tough to cover in that kind of coverage, especially, bro.
Henderson's play looms ever so large now. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to play. Michigan leading by 7. And it will be 3rd and 11 for the Huskies.
See, by trying to get it all in one play, though, see, you leave yourself in 3rd and 11. Why not 5 and 6 yards at a time? Much easier, higher percentage.
Brunell fires inside the 15-yard line for a first down. Another huge, but hold on. Shelley grabbed the ball.
I think Peoples got that thing knocked out before he had control of it, Brent.
You're right.
Good defensive play by Peoples. You see the tail end of this play right here to the left side of your screen. It looks like it's going in there. It didn't go. It went out before Peoples got there. Brunell thought he had it, but good job of stepping up inside, finally under pressure. Oh, he said.
So now it's 4th and 11. Brunell trying to run for it, won't get it. Michigan's ball, where is there?
Real good defensive series, but there's still a lot of time on the clock, and they can't think and can't assume they've already won the football game. They can't run out the clock. They've got to play good football. I've seen teams lose games by celebrating too early, Brent. I've been involved with them as a coach. So have you, right, Bo?
You're absolutely right. They've got to move this ball and get a first down or two.
Because I guarantee you, these Huskies with Jim Lambright coaching that defense, they're coming after them. They'll get the ball back. Washington has 2 timeouts left.
So the parents performance of Michigan quarterback Elvis Gerback, anxiously watching out of Willoughby Heights, Ohio. And Elvis tries to move the ball by tossing to Davis. Davis battling for a couple of yards as Tyrone Wheatley unable to return because of those severe leg cramps. Washington had 2 timeouts remaining, as did Michigan.
They just used one of them. Boy, it's tough when now that defense can just line up and swarm with all those 8 guys up there. They'll take their chances with a passing game. And I'll tell you, knowing Moeller, and we've been around him a number of years now, and presenting his games, he will throw the darn thing.
He may.
2:59 to play. Michigan up by 7. Second down now for Michigan, leading by 7 points. This is Powers exploding 40 and out of bounds at the 44-yard line as Ricky Powers comes in with a huge 24-yard run.
Just a good eye draw play. See, now the tailback will set one way. Now see him set, pause. There it is, no trap. Good lead block by Leggett right there at the point of attack. Super job by Leggett. He gets through there. Now he's into the secondary. Again, there's only one safety back there. He has to make it.
That was such a huge moment for Ricky Powers, who has missed games this year because of an injured ankle. He has watched Tyrone Wheatley move into that starring position. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
They're audibling. They're in that Bear defense again.
Powers.
Huskies have got to come up with it and get after him right now. Take some shots. Bring them all.
Now Washington certainly trying to get the ball. It's Powers. Powers trying to cover it up and go down as Smith came in to help Mason.
It almost looked like he fumbled it. It almost looked like he was fumbling. That's the problem sometimes with rotating backs in there. You know, little different mechanics of taking the ball from the quarterback. 2 tight ends. He's going to get back there, hand it to him deep. Now he's moving it out there. See that thing? He almost knocked it out of us. Fortunately, he recovered the ball.
Most important reception of the game. Powers to Powers.
Powers to Powers. Good penetration by the Husky defense. There's a football player, Hoffman. Boy, we got a lot of football players in this field today. You can tell by looking at their hats.
Gerback bringing the clock down, snapping it on 2 or 3 here on this 3rd down. Powers and Michigan forced to punt. So as you predicted, Dick, Washington got it back.
Now they're going to get it back.
Now, what's your feeling about going all out to block a punt in this situation, you 2 guys?
You know my feeling on block a punt. I'll let you talk first so I can second guess you.
Well, it's 6 of one, a half a dozen other. They got a great return guy back there. If you rough the kicker, it's over. You got to go for a punt return, and
I agree with you. And
see what happens.
And give the ball to your quarterback and see you got a chance. Yes, you don't have any timeouts left, but you got a mobile quarterback. Scramble around.
Punting for Michigan. Single safety.
There's Jason Shelley,
Number 18,
awaiting the punt.
Shelley.
Stapleton is partially blocked. Washington takes over at the Michigan 45-yard line with 1:03.
It was a high snap, almost over the top of the head. Not a time to get a bad snap. They came after it. The rush comes from the right side. See the high snap? That breaks your rhythm. Here it is right there. He lays out, does an awfully good job at getting at the blocking point in front of the punter, coming from the right side of your screen. Here he comes underneath right there. Wham! Stretches out, does a perfect job. That was Kilpatrick that got in there and got it, number 35. Well, good thing we didn't call that one.
No comment.
Now Washington is without a timeout. They have a 1st down. Brunell throws high and incomplete to Shelley. So Mark Brunell playing in his 3rd straight Rose Bowl. 2 years ago, he was the MVP. And now he has the career passing yardage record.
He'd rather have the points leading right now, I think.
Brunell firing high and incomplete, almost intercepted as Maloney had a shot at it.
You know, and Damon Mack was crossing over there in behind that, and the ball was almost tipped to him.
And Moeller wonders, how could he not catch that ball? Now 3rd down for the Huskies.
The Wolverines, Michigan defense doing a good job of trying to funnel everybody back inside. Don't let them catch the ball. If you want to run around inside, fine, but don't let them get out of bounds.
Brunell, high and incomplete. He had Bruner set up for the 1st down. He threw the ball a little bit high, and the Huskies are down to 4th down.
I'm surprised the defenders sagged off enough to allow the 1st down catch. You would think they would be crowding that marker. See, they're sagged off. They're in a double zone, but the corner has rolled off. Hasn't rolled up. See, he's back there. He has help behind him, yet they allow this man to get to the 1st down position. Not good defense.
Brunell snaps it incomplete. Michigan's ball. Once they get just 11 men on the field, Gerbeck, with that tight formation, will kneel down, and Wisconsin, I should say, Washington out of timeouts. This feels like beating Wisconsin to you, doesn't it, Bo? Getting 38 points?
Well, yeah, not exactly. Not when you get 38 in the Rose Bowl.
I tell you, both teams really played hard, but they got after each other, but good. Excellent football game. Fun to present.
Shower. And he'll gladly take that one.
Oh, Brent, it is pandemonium down here, but Coach, you finally got one.
There's no question about that. Very happy, and this belongs to the kids, and what a way to finish out, you know, the number of championships we've had, and they played very hard. We played a good Washington team, as you know, and I think a very exciting game.
Well, now we're going to go to Gary Hayward, and he's going to present the trophy to Coach Moeller.
Get up here.
Gary, last time you and I met, it wasn't as much fun. Congratulations. It's so great. We really love you for it.
Glad to be here. This belongs to these guys. These are the guys.
Congratulations, you guys.
Mr. Rodman and Terre Haute, Indiana. I love you, Mom. I love you.
You got it. Thank you very much.
Everett rules.
This is yours.
87th Street. What's up, 87th
So
Street?
thanks to everybody. It was a wonderful Rose Bowl. Michigan wins it 38-31. For Dick Vermeil, Bo Schembechler, Julie Moran, and the rest of our crew, you guys did a great job. And so did the young men from Michigan. They have won the Rose Bowl, and they did it in impressive fashion. So long, everybody.